Hey church, Pastor John here. Just wanted to wish everyone who is watching this a good day, afternoon, or evening whenever this video finds you. Today or tonight, whenever everyone's watching this video, we're continuing with our series Beyond the Status Quo, figuring out a way for us as a church, as a community, to engage with one another through relationships outside of a Sunday service. And so, with what Pastor Bryce talked about this past week, we began a new series called Questions Jesus Asked. And in this new sermon series, we're going to be going through looking through some of the questions that Jesus himself asked. Jesus himself asked at least 330 questions. And so we need to ask ourselves, what is the importance of that? Why is it important? Is it important that Jesus asked all these questions? What do we do with these questions? And so throughout this next month or so, or if even longer, a couple of months, this next series, we're going to be going through the questions that Jesus asked. And so with the Beyond the Status Quo, we wanted to engage with one another by asking questions ourselves. Because questions are very, very important, because questions can change your life. And so for the first question that I wanted to ask everyone is this question. Have you ever been asked a question that changed your life? Have you ever been asked a question that changed your life? Because the reality is questions can take the course of your life and put it in a completely different direction, for better or for worse. I know for me personally, some questions that have been asked to me that have changed my life, well, one of them is the fact that I'm standing here recording this video and talking to everyone now. The question that asked, would you like to be the pastor of student life and worship and creative arts ministry here at Rome Alliance Church? That question completely changed my life. Or another question that completely changed my life is, do you want a relationship with Jesus Christ? Those are just two examples of questions that my life was going in one direction, but because those questions were asked and God engaged with me in that moment, completely altered the course of my life forever. The second question that I wanted to challenge everyone with this morning, this afternoon, this evening is this. Do you ask questions, or do you just answer them? It may sound like a weird question to even ask. John, why are you asking that question? Do you just ask questions, or do you answer? Well, the reason why I chose to talk about that question is because when you ask questions, you learn and you discover about something or someone. And so questions are often people-focused. They're often others-focused. You're not focused on yourself because you're asking questions to get to know someone or something. However, when you just focus on just answering, now there's nothing wrong with answering questions when people ask them to you, but if you're just focused on answering questions and you don't ask any of them, it tends to be more self-focused. And so with this question, do you ask questions or do you just answer? Are you more others-focused? Or are you more self-focused? And the last question that I have for everyone today is this. It comes from Luke 8:25 when Jesus asked, "Where is your faith?" That is a doozy, but that is a super important question. Because as we've been talking about with this Refresh and Refocus Sunday, but now as you go into the questions that Jesus asked series, our faith is something that we need to be growing upon and asking ourselves this question every single day. Where is your faith? Where is your relationship with Jesus at? Is it at the same place that it was 2 days ago? Is it at the same place that it was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago? Or is your faith continuing to grow and you continually be transformed into the likeness of Jesus Christ? Where is your faith at? And so with Beyond the Status Quo, these are three questions that we as a church can engage with one another in community outside of church. So whether that's you're going to go grab something from McDonald's or grab something from Dunkin' Donuts and you go inside and you're talking to someone and you ask them a question. Or if you're at your house and you want to ask your spouse, your kids these questions. Or if you have a coworker that you think would benefit from asking these questions, we wanted to engage with one another through relationships outside of a Sunday service so that we can grow closer to Christ as we grow closer to each other, going beyond simply the status quo of just doing everything in the same fashion over and over again, the same mundane. We wanted to go beyond that because we wanted to go beyond that and go towards Christ. I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope that everyone can engage with one another through relationships as we ask these 3 questions. Jesus himself asked questions, and maybe we should too. Have a great day, afternoon, or night, church. Take care.